Hey, good morning, everyone. If my voice sounds cranky or raspy, that's because I came down with some crud last night and I just called it a night. It was a sea day yesterday, so we did just a few miscellaneous things around the ship and took in a couple comedy shows, grabbed a sandwich, and then was going to listen to some Motown music. But at that point, I was just starting to feel like crap, and we ended up just going back to the room and just watching a couple movies last night just to let me rest. So hopefully my voice holds out through this. We're going to try to get a ship tour in today, so bear with me as we kind of bring along. We're starting our journey on deck 15. As you can see, we're going to look at the Serenity deck. So I'm going to turn you around as we get ready to leave. There's only one elevator on this ship that comes up here, and so I'm sitting right in front of that right now. So now we're going to head out and go down. And then, of course, there is stairs right here.
Where you got left, right, left.
Yeah.
I know you tried it, but I was like, okay.
So as you come out, you can go left or right. We're just going to go right, make a circle. The Serenity deck is really nice. There are people that haven't got off the ship yet. At half moon. Up here on Serenity, we do have hot tub and lots of clam shells. Yeah, we'll come over, take a peek over here. If you can see the water shuttles, tender boats, whatever you want to call them, are been running all morning. All right, continue on. When you're coming back this way, during the afternoon, there'll be a salad bar up here, and of course another hot tub. This is the Fresh Creation salad your way. I've heard it's pretty good. We haven't tried it yet. Another transporter pod or a shower, whichever you prefer. Some restrooms coming around. And then back in the door. Alright, we're on deck 14, the spa deck. We'll go take a look and see what we can see around here. Oh, nowhere to go that way.
Nope.
Cabins, alright.
Good
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where to go? I gotta get up there.
Must be the other entrance to the spa. So Cloud9 Spa is down around the corner for those that have the spa. I don't think so.
I think it's just a spa, that's about it.
Yeah. All right. It looks like that's about it here on 14. All right. Yeah, on this deck, looks like this area, the spa that we were just in, has the Cloud9 spa treatment rooms and the nail salon. So that was pretty much it. And then looks like there's a stairway access in 14 aft, which we won't go to, which is the access to the SkyRide and the ropes course. So now we're going to go down to 12 or 13, depending on how you count down from 14. Okay, we're on deck 12, Cloud9 Spa. We're going to go to the spa first, and then we'll go outside at the things behind me. If my voice gets too bad, I'll end up having to dub this, later. So hopefully it holds out. We're gonna go check out the fitness center, see if we can get in there. If not, if it looks too busy, then I won't record. I don't want to record people in the spa and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes. All right, this is the fitness center. They got a nice selection of weight machines and treadmills, and all the way down around the corner here. Got a nice selection. You look out the front while you're running. I'm going to turn the camera. I don't want to get somebody working out. Just wanted to see what they had in here as far as equipment. They got a nice selection up here. You can get the idea. I won't go all the way over there, but they got all kinds of machines. So some duplicates. You can work on just about everything that you want to. I can go over here. I can get over here a little bit. There's nobody over here. Leg presses. Free weights. Over here. As far as like various levels of dumbbells and benches to use. Rowing machines over there. Quite a nice selection in here. Alright, continue on. Treatment rooms, thermal suites. Analyze your feet. And then there is an area to go outside. Mary's out there waiting for me out there. So we'll go out here and do a loop. We were out here earlier on the last cruise. Oh, there she is.
I'm here.
Yeah. Looks like the slides are in full operation.
You just have to come over this way.
Yeah. So get your water slide on. Plenty of benches to sit around on up here. Another transporter pod. You get a great view of Lido. You can tell we're at port today because there's very few people on board and those chairs are basically empty. Yeah. So up there is the ropes course. Get up there through that other deck. I have not seen the Bolt roller coaster running yet on this trip. I don't know if we were just here at the wrong times or if it's been too windy. You get foosball, you get several of those around. Mary, have you noticed the Bolt roller coaster running? I know I haven't seen
I
it.
haven't.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's been running. I didn't see it at all last cruise, and we did have a lot of high wind. So my guess is maybe they're not running it right now. It could be, but you have a putt-putt course. You saw that in my little goofy video of things to do when you're on the ship. I think that was number 18. I think I did that. It was either 9 or 18 because of the number of holes that is available. It's not overly warm today. There's a breeze. I think it's maybe 68 degrees out. Let me get by this noise here from the air handlers or whatever behind there. Or engine, ventilation. Anyway, what I was saying is it's not overly warm here. It's only like 68 degrees and there's a heck of a breeze, coming through. Hopefully it, clears some of that out. Just a view off the side of the ship here. Looks like that's some of the new area on Half Moon Key that they're, building to expand. They're setting it up so they can, put a pier in and dock right there, and then have two sides of the island and have a couple ships in here in the island. So my guess is they'll probably develop all the way down, kind of like they have at the other end of the island where you tend to the boats in. They're going to have it so you can have a pier, and then looks like there's some concrete being built. I bet I haven't seen a plan. I haven't looked at it that close, but my guess is that's going to be some straw market or shopping type areas. And my guess is they'll probably put some cabanas and all kinds of things down here too. So that'll be convenient for everybody if they can handle a couple ships and kind of deal with the island that way. Whoop, that was my chair. All right. So anyway, there's your basketball courts, along with soccer nets, and they also do pickleball in there sometimes, or tennis. You got pool table, places to sit. And of course, this is a running track that we're on, so you can run. Okay, so there's the Tides pool. Let's see if I can get a better angle of that. That's down on 10, and we'll be down there soon. But you can see there's a couple hot tubs and a pool. We've spent some time on that deck in the past. Yeah, now there's hardly anybody there, but it is a nice day today. As far as a little bit of sun out, but it is cooler than expected. And I would imagine, I'm sure there are people in the ocean, but I would imagine that the ocean is probably a little chilly today. You can kind of see it's overcast, and some of you can see the clouds, but there is sun peeking out, and we're in the sun right now. So we'll continue on around. Another pool table there on my left. Another view of the sports court. Let's see if I can get a better picture of that.
Here, let's go in there. Let's go over to Shaq. I want you to stand beside Shaq. Yeah,
Rain
yeah. So we'll go in the sports court since there's nobody here.
coming. Yeah.
And let's see Mary shoot some hoops with Shaq. All right, go ahead. Stand behind Shaq, beside Shaq.
Hold on. That's tall.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty tall. Coming out here. All right, 7'1". Mary, 5'2", maybe. Yeah. Every time I say you're right, I shrink her some more. You shrink it. Used to be like 5'6", now it's like 5'5". Anyway, just having some fun. All right. So, pretty nice court overall. Yeah. So we'll continue on out. We'll leave the cage. There we go. If I remember right, when we rode or sailed on the Mardi Gras, they had a cutout of Shaq like that over by Shaq's Big Chicken, which was one of the restaurants on the Mardi Gras. Which it isn't on the Vista, but that was actually some pretty good chicken, I will say. They had chicken tenders and sandwiches and whatnot. But so now we're just coming around the opposite side of deck 12. May get some noise from the ventilation blowers. I'll go up, give you a first hole. So, pretty nice overall. This is the kind of grass you don't have to mow. Oh, it looks like they do have a lift if you need to get up there. Back side of the big screen, and then you get another view of the water slides, full view. I've ridden some water slides back in the day. They're pretty fun. Lots of splash areas, you can see. Lots of places to have fun. All right, well, we're continuing on. Okay, so we're in the front elevators of 11, and I didn't look at the deck plan ahead of time, so the front elevators look like this is just all cabins, and you can see there isn't a way to get through here. So we're going to go down to the middle elevators and work our way around, and then come back and you can see what's in here as far as like Camp Ocean and some of the outdoor playgrounds, and then as well as Cucina del Capitano and Gigi's Asian Kitchen. So we're gonna make our way down to 10 and then back up to or down a deck, move over an elevator, and then come back up so we can explore 11. All right. So we're on deck 11 in the aft elevator. We just worked our way down to the aft one, and in here is Gigi's Asian Kitchen and Cucina del Capitano. And in the evening, these are for pay restaurants, but you can get lunch here for free. It's a limited menu, but we ate at Cucina del Capitano the other day, and it actually I thought was fairly decent. You pick the type of pasta you want, like linguine or penne or bow tie, or what, I can't remember the other one. And then the type of sauce, whether you want like a cream sauce, a butter sauce, the meat bolognese sauce or something else, and then you can pick some sides. If you want bread, you can select that. Then they have like toppings like mushrooms and vegetables like zucchini and things like that, chicken tenders. So anyway, you get the idea, and you can add that, and that's all included. And then there is an access out to the the deck on the back side here. So we'll just do a loop around that. We'll go this way. Another good place to hang out. I think that area I just passed was I think they marked it as the cigar smoking area, and there's also a smoking area for the cigarettes and whatnot too at the other end, if I remember right. And of course, great views of the water. And if you saw my other video, I like to hang out, look at the water, and just enjoy the view, stay here and think, and just relax. So we'll continue on. They got a lot of the deck chairs put away. There's some more tables up here in the middle. Some more restrooms over here on the left. Looks like they're doing some maintenance up on the rails up there. This is your other smoking area. I'm not going to bother going all the way around. We've done that already. But you can see there's just a couple, I guess there was some doors, but there was a lip over there that come out, on each side of those, but we couldn't get the chair through, so we had to come down here. But it's a step over lip. Anyway, you can kind of see, the layout. It just kind of goes all the way around and circles back to where we came in over here. So we're going to just go take a peek over here. Yeah, just another view. The undeveloped area. I don't know how long it'll take him to get that done. All right, then we'll just in the vein of completeness, we'll go ahead and another restroom over here on the left, but we'll just continue around the same way to finish the loop so you can see what's on this side. Again, sorry about the voice. Oh, there's another Carnival Vista bench over here on this side. So they got two. All right, continuing on back through the slalom. Wasn't sure if those chairs were all the way against that divider down there. When you see people in these chairs, they'll pull them out and push them all over the place. The sun peeked out. Feels pretty good right here. It's like they're cleaning one of the hot tubs. Kind of get an idea what it looks like inside there. Might get that over there. See how deep they are. A couple steps in. For those that didn't go ashore, this is a good relaxing day just to stay on the ship. All right, here we go. Now we'll go down to 10, and we'll catch up with you there. All right. Okay, hey everybody. My voice is holding on, so we'll see how far I can get. But we're on deck 10, Lido deck. I'm sure many of you have hung out here. This is one of the main hubs. We're going to start our way out back. We're in the aft elevator section. And you come out the door that goes out to the back where the pools and the hot tubs are. Follows the Tides pool. On this side, you have Pizzeria del Capitano. Good pizza here. And then there's always during the prime time, there's always plenty of lines to be had on this one. We'll just do a loop around this. You can see plenty of chairs. Actually, we may have to go this way. We'll head up this way. Just looked a little crowded the other route. And then on this side you have Seafood Shack, where it's pay for seafood. Some friends that we were with on this last trip said the clams were good here. We've never eaten in here. There's an entrance back into the excuse me, the Lido Cafe. On each side, there's one by the Seafood Shack as well as one by the pizza place. I think in one of my earlier videos I might have called it Pizza Pirate. But anyway, you can see your beverage stations for your tea and lemonades, coffee, hot chocolate. Back here, they'll set up periodically throughout the day for different things. There's a salad bar back here. They'll have your late night buffets will be back here. There's a salad bar that's open, and over here on the right is the deli. We've really enjoyed the deli sandwiches here. I personally like the buffalo chicken. My wife likes the BLT and the tuna. Just to give you an idea, they do have the lunch buffet out. Kind of a mix. Looks like fish and chips. And yeah, chicken, big ziti. Yeah. So anyway, oh, they got a turkey. Hello, hello. How you doing? Yeah. All right, food looks good. And then your dessert bar with, yeah, they got Cajun rum raisin, cherry jubilee. Yeah, that cherry jubilee would be good too. And that, I bet that strawberry cake would be good. Is that lemon? Is that lemon cake? Oh, Mardi Gras feather cake. Yeah.
Oh, banana.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, banana and lemon. Yeah, Mary's not a banana fan. All right. So there's even a cool breeze blowing in through here, because once the doors open, it just kind of whips through like a tunnel. But you can see there's plenty of seating. We haven't had any or too much trouble finding seating with the times that we've come. There's been times it's been busy, and now debarkation day and embarkation day, this is going to be packed. So we're going to head out to the beach pool area for 10. Yeah. Yep. All right. Over here is the Blue Iguana Cantina thing where you get your tacos, as well as a new feature where you can get some wings. And then they got a salsa bar. Of course, you got your pool, and then one of everybody's favorites, including ours, up here on the other side is Guy's Burger. So get your Guy's Burger with whatever you want on it. This is always popular. And then your toppings bar. All right. At the other end, you've got the Red Frog Rum Bar. Hello. got the Red Frog rum bar, and on the other side is the Blue Iguana tequila bar. There's a towel hut here, as well as a place to check out life jackets if you need them for the pool. So especially to see some kids using those occasionally. So I just wanted to take a closer look at the Blue Iguana tequila bar before we head down another deck. So the rest of 10 is cabins, and our cabin is down up here to the left and all the way forward. But we're going to grab the elevators and head down to the next business deck. All right, we're just wrapping up deck 10, and if you can see on the map, floors 9 and 8, the next ones down, are all cabins, so we don't need to view those. We are going to stop at 7 here in the middle and show you what's there. All right, on deck 7, like I said, mostly cabins, but you can come here and check out the IMAX theater. So on our very first Vista cruise, we did check out the IMAX theater. We haven't checked any movies this time around, but anyway, you can get all your snacks and candies here. So this is another place, if you can't find something at Cherry on Top, you can come here and get some candies and whatnot as well. So if you're looking for some snacks, you can get it at the the snack bar. They have a number of different movies playing throughout the cruise. Deck 6, the only main attraction here is the arcade. We did come through here before, but I'll just film it again just for this. I don't know what number I put on it, but got your air hockey tables, all kinds of fun games, claw games. Not very big, but it does get the job done. All right, we are on Promenade Deck 5 and come out of the front elevators. This is the upper entrance to the Liquid Lounge. I'll just show you that around here the corner. You got your stairways, and then you come around this way. To your Liquid Lounge entrance for the upper level. And then you can either go out the middle or each side, and then there's some shops. Looks like a watch shop here. So a lot of your various fun shops. We'll just take a loop around the fun shops. This area gets busy when people are waiting to get into shows. Same way with on 4. But you've got your more gift shop down here with some clothes. Got your funnel gear, as well as a few sundry items are in there, like sunscreen. Looks like there's some Lego sets in there. Cups. You do have a number of these, kiosks around if you need to get money off your card or whatever, or add money to, I think. or check your balance on your statement if you don't want to go to guest services for that. But you can also do that right in the Hub app. So here is the piano bar. Okay, there's someone in there in the library, but you can see there's a library and a library bar. You can go in, check out some books. Maybe we'll get that later. Now you're coming at a center section. Your Fahrenheit 555 steakhouse is there, as well as an overview and look down on the adult arcade. All right. And over here you've got bonsai sushi. If you like sushi, I like fish, but not that kind. The alchemy bar is right here. See if I can give you a peek inside the Fahrenheit 555. We haven't eaten in this yet. We haven't spent the money yet, but anyway, the menus do look pretty good. You know, so you can see that. I'm not gonna go in there. They're setting up. So continuing around the alchemy bar, we'll go around the outside. The other one just to access through elevators, and then doors on the other side to get back into the side hallways. Coming around this side, your pixels gallery. So if you want to find all your pictures that have been taken of you, this is a good place to come and check them out. They got all kinds of kiosks that you can do so. The guest service desk is right back in here. And when it's open, you can stop through here. So when you are, if you're like a platinum or diamond member, or just gold, you can get your ship pin here. But if you're a platinum diamond, then you also get your ship specific pin, as well as like a gift. We got hats on the first one and packing cubes on the second one. Your Red Frog pub is right in here. We'll take a quick peek in here.
Going back up this way?
No, we'll go through the other way. I think we'll go through the other way. So we'll just walk through. So I'm going to show you kind of what the the Red Frog. There's plenty of seating back in here, and there's the bar, and there's an outside area as well. You got some table games here. Some more foosball and table shuffleboard. Back in here, hiding back in here, are some restrooms. You got men's, women's, and then an accessible restroom. I'll actually show you that, just since it's empty. If there's a green light on the button, you can do that, and then you just hit the lock button, and the door will shut behind you. Okay, and it's locked. So after you do your business, please be sure to wash your hands, folks. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people come out of other public restrooms and wash your hands. One thing I want to mention, that's a little echoey. I'll mention it outside. I'll wait till we get outside. Don't open this door. Hit your unlock, hit the green bottom button, and your door opens up just like that. So we're going to go out and come out to, this is, like I said, this is on the back side of the Red Frog Rum Bar. All right, I come out here. Mary's already out here, and we'll stop for a minute so I can talk to you a little bit about those items. One thing I wanted to mention about those, you saw the red light on the restroom. It indicates it's occupied and locked. But what you need to be aware of, if you use those on a couple of the floors, like on outside the liquid lounge, for instance, on deck 4, there's restrooms on each side of the entrance to the to the theater, and they've got a green button on there to automatically open the door for you, to get into the accessible bathroom. However, there's no inside lock. You actually have to turn around once the door closes, and it takes like 20 seconds, so it's kind of awkward when you're standing there just waiting for a door to close. So don't forget to lock it, because otherwise anybody could come along and hit that green button, open up, and there you are flapping your stuff in the breeze while everyone walks by us and gives you a high five. So anyway, just be sure you lock those doors. There's just a turn lock on the thing, so when you get in, make sure you turn that. Otherwise, anybody can get in there, because those locks do not turn red. So that's just a helpful tip. While Mary's sitting here, I'm going to go out on this side. The Havana bar's in the back. We'll hit that in a minute, but there's 2 accesses on to get on each side of the ship. From here, the lounge I'm in. I'm going to turn you back around now. Okay. The lounge I'm in is there's a lot of stuff going on in here. This is the area where you come for your trivias, your high seas karaoke. So there's an automatic door here. I can use that, or I can go in and just follow this rotating door. The chair's small enough that I can just ride this through, be careful, and go all the way out. So anyway, high seas karaoke. A little echoey. So again, there's access to Havana cabins, back in this area. I'm assuming those open at some point if you need to. And then there's some outdoor seating, which is nice. This is a good place to enjoy the breeze. Mary and I sat and enjoyed this area earlier in the cruise, just watching the water go by. If you see all the way down, there's the outdoor seating for the Red Frog Pub down there at the other end. I won't go all the way down there, but you kind of get the idea. Kind of go through and just get some more seating, down there. So we'll go back in. We'll go through the lounge, and I'll show you what's on the other side of this. You hit the button right there on the wall. This door opens. All right. And come back through to the Ocean Plaza. This place gets packed out for the bands. I think you probably saw that in some of our earlier ones. This area, they used to have some stuff here, but I think when it's raining, they might bring some of the barbecue in. But there's the stage. Like I said, all kinds of things, happening here. You've got another bar right over here where you can get your drinks. And we'll go out this side. Pardon me. I'm hoping my voice holds out for the whole thing. Alright, so if we come down this way, a lot of nice seating out here, as well as you can find the Pig and Anchor, which is open on sea days and embarkation day. Bring it around so you can kind of see that. You got pork butt, dry rub chicken, smoked beef, and andouille sausage. You got baked beans, collard greens, potato salad, coleslaw, mac and cheese. And then they have sauces on these little tables that are out there. So anyway, this is where they serve the food. Easy to come through, easy to get to. Um, and then you've just got a lot more outdoor seating up there at the other end. You know, you've got picnic tables here to eat at. You know, we've typically eaten on the other side, you know, where I came through, where those doors were. Excuse me. And again, just another place to relax, enjoy the sun or the shade, whichever you prefer. And this is where we're hanging out on embarkation day on the second leg of the trip, looking at the Disney ship as well as the MSC ship. And I'll just take this door in this time. Here. All right, I'm gonna stop here temporarily. Then we'll pick it back up. I've got to change the battery. I found Mary. She didn't leave me. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna stop here for just a minute, and we'll catch you on the flip. Okay, got my battery changed. So we're continuing on where we left off from the Plaza Bar. Like I said, there's that. There's a Havana Bar area here, and then you get down to the Havana Bar. I don't know what that bar's called. Plaza Bar? Yeah, that's the Plaza Bar there on the left. The Havana Bar is down here. And the Havana cabins are down that way. But anyway, you can come down and you can see what the Havana Bar is like. They've got some game tables and little places to sit. They have live music back in here as well. We actually haven't spent any time back in here other than stopping back here and picked up a beverage. So I'll show you around. And then there's your Havana Bar over there, and then your stage here. Now, if you pick up the Havana cabins, you get a wristband, and you have exclusive use to your own pool and hot tub out here. And I think after 6 o'clock, anybody can come out here and use that. But anyway, so that's what that is. Mary is checking out the rocking chair. Mary loves her rocking chairs. Yep. So we'll go up the other side of this deck and then continue on. As I said, this is a floor that we've spent quite a bit of time on, going to the the plaza, the Ocean Plaza area, and listen to the music, and also participate in some trivia. We still haven't got that elusive ship on a stick, but we came close.
Trying, but we just haven't done it.
Yep, that's okay. I've won some in the past. I don't need to get them on every ship. I'm not trying to collect every single ship. If I get one, I get one. Down here is your Java Blue Cafe and Shake Shop. So you can get your coffees and milkshakes as part of your specialty beverage package. It's my understanding. We haven't actually tried anything there. I've heard they've got some good pastries and stuff in there once in a while too. But we don't bother with any of that. And then back through where we entered the Red Frog Pub there on the left, and then back through Pixels Gallery. So we're getting close to concluding our tour, but we got a few more things to see. So let's continue on. Again, another look at Bonsai Sushi up ahead, as well as some of those seating areas that I was mentioning earlier that you can go out. When the seats are that way, they're really hard to sit on. Oh, I think it might be clear. Let's go into the library so you can see that. Oh, there are some people in there, so I'll be quiet. There's a printer. Looks like we got a number of books that you can check out and read at your leisure. And then a library bar. And some game tables. It's always neat to come out to the atrium and see what kind of designs are on the big funnel. It's like a sailboat. There's your Effie store. And we came around this way before with your funnel gear and whatnot. And I'll give you a good look at the ocean, or the atrium. As you can see, we're on deck 4. Right behind me, the same way, is the entrance to the liquid lounge. So we'll go that way so you can see what that looks like. It's on both sides. I'm just going to go to this side. Okay, so there's your entrance to the liquid lounge. This is the main level. They get more shops on this level. You got sunglasses shop. This area is also packed out on elegant nights. You know, they'll have people doing photos. You know, like up in this corner, people hanging out waiting to get into shows. Lines. Some of the shows, they will have lines and they'll line up. Line up. You got the Carnival Adventures desk. Cherry on top. Get your candies. Also, you can get gift cards. And then a tobacco store over here. You go through the adult casino. I'm gonna put this down. Casino kiosk. You can cash out your onboard credit or your casino winnings. Restrooms down that way. Continuing down this hall. We got the art gallery on each side of the, hanging up on each side of the wall. There's the Heroes tribute bar in there. We went in there, hung out a little bit. Again, all kinds of neat artwork. Looks like there's a picture gathering or a wedding or something. Wedding photos. Limelight Lounge. Comedy. Looks like they might be having a wedding in there. That's where the comedy shows are. Yep, I see a wedding cake in there. So someone's getting married today. Congratulations to them. There's conference rooms here. I don't know what all goes on in there. I think I've seen some events that have conference rooms going there. But we're going to go ahead and take this elevator and go down to deck 3. Now, what I do want to say something here on this elevator bank, as well as the one on 3. The Horizons restaurant is here, and normally, during the day, you can get an elevator here pretty easily, throughout the day, except during dinner time. This area is jam-packed. People are waiting to get into the restaurant before they open the doors. when the restaurant leaves out, if you leave the Limelight Lounge and you forget what time it is and you come this way, you're going to be in a nut house. So just keep that in mind if you're doing that. We made that mistake a couple times, hit it at the wrong time. So anyway, again, mezzanine deck 4, so now we're going down to deck 3. Okay, this is our final deck that we're going to. The decks 2 and 1 below us are, as you can see on the map, if you can see it, are cabins, and then deck 0 is where the gangways are, and as well as medical. So this is the lower area of the Horizons restaurant, which is at the aft of the ship. I'll just let you take a quick peek in here. We haven't eaten in here, but I think your sea-day brunches are in here, as well as your normal dining time. But I'll let you take a quick peek here since it's open. Now we'll continue out on 3. Oh,
I don't think there's anywhere we can go. I think we gotta go.
Yeah.
Take a different elevator.
yep. This is the only way we can go.
It's the
So
only way.
okay, so not a lot on 3. The Reflections restaurant is there. Now you see where the Horizons restaurant was back here. So if you need to get back there, you need to kind of go up and over and down to get to the back area of the Horizons restaurant, because there's no deck that goes straight through. So if you're coming from another deck like this one, you got to go up and over and down, or work your way down on 4 and work your way around. So anyway, this one here, cabins in the front, and then you come out to the atrium bar where the big funnel is. In that stage up there, you'll have music groups playing in there, like Wonderlust Trio, which was the violinist, and then there was a couple other people playing some variety music with guitar and singing. And they were pretty good. So anyway, you kind of get the idea of the bar. We'll go around the other side. Also on this deck, is where we came in. Behind me there, guest services is over there, and so you just kind of work your way around. And this area packs out during dinner times. We're in this restaurant, for both cruises, same table. So anyway, I'll let you have a peek in here as well. But you kind of get the idea. There's a big old table. All right. So then here is where we're getting on and off the ship. Okay, so you've got your, it's like Dream Studio here and Shore Excursions desk, and then more restrooms back in here. This was the restroom I was telling you about.
it's going to shut. But you need to make sure you get that locked, otherwise that door's coming open. So, you know, so that button doesn't turn red or anything, there's no outside indicator. So you get the idea. Yeah, I'm almost done. Okay, so you can't tell. And so housekeeping was there. If you try to open it without unlocking it, it's not going to work. Now you can open it.
What'd you think of the ship, Mary?
I like it.
Yeah, there's other ones I like better, but I mean, this gets the job done. I'll give you one little more peek at the lobby, but this kind of concludes our deck tour of the Carnival Vista, and we'll give you a view of the funnel. The designs on here change periodically throughout the day. You've probably seen that on some of our videos as we've come through this area before. But this is, like I said, good place to hang out, listen to some music before or after dinner, and just kind of relax and chill. All right, so we'll talk to you later. And of course, please like and subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Hopefully, you got some information out here that you didn't have before, or just wanted to see, prepare for your upcoming cruise. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, like I said again, hit the like. Also check out our other channel, Retired and Ready to Roam. That's where we do our land-based vacations, as well as I've got a series coming up talking about some retirement tips. I'm still working on that, on how we retired early, and what you might want to consider before you make the leap. Or if you're getting ready to. So in the meantime, we'll catch you out here on the high seas. All right, bye.